We are back with our, what is this, third video? But I'm just here with a different kind of video. On my Instagram, I know I said I'll be doing mainly transition tutorials and a few editing challenges here and there. But this one is a bit more of like a beginner's guide to editing in 2024. But I'm going to title it, What I Would Do If I Were to Restart My Video Editing Career in 2024. And I've broken it down into about five-ish sections. It's kind of like 4.5 because I could merge two into one. But yeah, so like I said, I broke it down into 5-ish sections, and I'm just going to go over them and basically explain them a little further. So for those of you who possibly are starting video editing or just editing in general in 2024, here are my thoughts as to what I would do if I were to restart and what you should probably do since you yourself are just starting off. Now, for number one, obviously, you need to learn the basics. Like, I cannot stress this enough. There's no way you're going to be doing any edits without your basic transitions. When I say basic transitions, I just mean your scales, your slides, maybe a couple of spins, you feel me? Just the basis of an edit. I call them the fundamentals, basically. Your fundamental transitions. These are transitions that you will probably see in most edits, if not every edit, except for what's the name of it? Except for velocity edits. That's the name of it, velocity edits. Like I said, you will see them in most edits except for those. And the reason I say you need to learn those is because, like, they're the basics. It's like learning how to dance. You can't learn a specific style or like some of the harder moves in that dancing style without learning the basics. You can't learn how to do the worm without learning how to do a wave. Like, you just can't. You have to learn the basics first, and the same thing goes for editing. So you want to go ahead and learn those basics. Now for number 2 and number 3, they're kind of interchangeable, but the reason I put number 2 first is because I believe that it is truly something, in my opinion, it's something that I would do first before number 3. But I'll just go ahead and say what they are. Number 2 is to pick a few styles that you're interested in, and number 3 is to develop your own style. Now the reason I put number 2 before number 3 is because I do think before you're able to develop your own style, you need to actually know what styles you're interested in, or like styles that you would actually want to try. So that's why me personally, I would put number 2 before number 3, but you can kind of change them around. It's really up to you, but this is just my suggestion. But also in number 2, the reason why I said a few styles is because you can try doing one style. Let's just say, for example, candy style, right? Let's say you're doing a candy style edit, and while doing this edit, you figure out that this style isn't really for you. So you just throw it off to the side, and you end up picking up another style, let's say jug or warpy. And while doing this edit, you can feel like this is a style you can do better, or a style that that's easier to do, or a style that's more manageable for you. So you would pick that style, and that's the style you would go with. Now, number 3, I said, was to develop your own style, which I would do after I've picked the style that I'm interested in. And developing your own style within the style can be something as simple as like doing a certain transition a certain way that like lets people know, oh, it's this person that's doing the edit. So let's say you're doing a jug style, and this editor does his zoom in shakes like this, but you do your zoom in shakes like this. It's easier for people to tell that it's yours. It also builds like a name for yourself in the community, if that makes any sense. So for me, I don't really throw my edits into like a specific style, but I do have like my original style, the style that I normally do in edits. It is inspired by a few editors who I think also we have similar edits, basically. Yeah, I think so as well. But with that also being said, there's also like sub styles inside of a style. So back in 2018, this is when I first started editing myself. There was this style I liked to try. I don't actually know the actual name of it, but I can say a few creators that like had a style that was like pretty similar to each other, but they weren't like exactly alike. Their names were G Waifu, Fifth Soul, and Somi GF. Now, the style that they had were the styles that they had were like kind of similar, but they weren't like exactly the same. And that's because they had developed their own style within a style. You feel me? And I think that's like one of the big differences between back then in 2018 and up to now, which is what, 2024, so like 6 years ago. Well, it was about 5.5 because I started in June of 2018, so it's been about 5.5 years since then. But number 4, after you have decided what styles you would be interested in and decided how you're going to make yourself stand out within that style or develop it into your own, you're going to then venture out and try other styles, right? Now, I know this is very contradictory to number 3, but hear me out. Once you develop your own style and you make every single edit you could possibly think of in that style, you are going to get bored. And I've seen this in a lot of editors, and I've seen plenty of editors quit because of this. So my advice for that, to combat the potential burnout from editing, is to continuously try new stuff. And this is only after you've developed your own style though. And the reason why I put this at number 4 and not at number 3 or number 2 is because if you continuously try new stuff, you're never going to be able to develop your own style, which also means you'll never be able to truly master a style or master something that makes you you. So only do number 4 after you have developed your own style, or at least figured out what style you would like to try. Last but not least, number 5 is to have fun. Now, I have fallen victim to looking at numbers and comparing them to other people's numbers, and I will say it can get very stressful and it can get very unfun when you're doing it like that. So please, I highly advise, have fun. Do not take this seriously. This is just a hobby. Have fun. Do not treat this like it's your entire life. You have a life outside of editing. Please treat it as a hobby. Have fun. Make friends while doing it. Truly enjoy it. It is not a task. It is just a hobby. It is something you do for fun. So please have fun with it. I have nothing else to say after that. Just have fun. Now that we have all that out the way, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, obviously, if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know what it will be, so please comment video ideas down below. A guy is struggling now. I have a few, but I want to know what you guys want. What do you guys actually want to see from me? Because at the moment, I'm just doing things until I see what people would be interested in. So, let me know down in the comments, or you can DM me on Instagram at MJBreh. That's MJBREH. Oh, there might be a dot in there, actually. That's crazy. I don't even know my own username. Okay, that's mj.bre on Instagram. mj.breh on Instagram. You can DM me there with video ideas. And yeah, with all of that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and good luck to your editing things out there. Oh, also, I forgot to mention in number 1, if you want a few videos that teach like the basics, I actually have one up on my older channel. I'm going to link it down in the description below. For you guys to watch. Obviously, if you want to, you don't have to. It's just a suggestion, if you want to do that. But I also think I'm going to redo that video, or at least update it to accommodate for this video actually. So that may or may not be my next video. I'm also actually thinking of doing a series out of tutorials, but it's gonna strictly be for my style. Well, I wouldn't technically say my style because I don't really have a style, but to edit like I do, so I guess a style that's very similar to mine. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.